Listen, things have changed, but everything's fine. Everything's fine. These are the glasses I want to wear. Hey, Insannies. Oh. Sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Does this annoy you? Click off, bitches. Don't click off. I'm just kidding. Bear with me. It's very important. I'm trying to get to another place. I'm trying to get a gig in a certain place so I can go bang a certain someone again. But I don't have an agent. So I'm just asking all my friends to just try to get me gigs, which is not what my friends do. So I'm just getting a lot of people going, what are you talking about? Am I talking into it correctly? Mm-hmm. Now, guys, I don't know if it's going to get edited out. Anthony teaching me how to use a microphone. I mean, it's my fucking job. I use a microphone every day, but Anthony wants to patronize me. He can go ahead. He can go ahead. He's a Haitian. He's African. Is Haiti Africa?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't know. They're filled with gingers. I mean, you should know it's where you're from. It's where you should put a picture of yourself, by the way. You should flash a pic, like a good one, like a hot one, where you're doing this or something. Or like standing like that. So people can see what you look like, Anthony.
Nah, let's keep it mystery.
A mystery? He looks Haitian, but not like the ones that steal the boats. Ooh, so dirty. And they smell like pussy. How do they smell like pussy? Well, no nuts over, guys. Pussy's everywhere. We'll give those ones to Bonnie later. All right, guys. Welcome, Insannies. Welcome to the 69th episode of Meanspiration. I think we're on, what are we, episode 13? Ooh, 13 is usually bad luck, but I say it's good luck because I'm edgy. All right, guys. Speaking of edge, I want to just give a shout out to all of my Insannies, my Team Cockies, my... Do I have another name for them? I don't know. You guys, who cares? Can we bleep this out? But can I call you guys my Anyway, Anthony, if you don't bleep that out, I'm getting canceled. The cancelables. Yeah. All right. I want to shout out to all the Insannies that sent me gifts. Now, Orlando Orlando. He sent me nunchucks, okay? They have Bruce Lee on them, but they might be rubbed off. It's getting rubbed off because I'm not using them that much, but I am allowing some other people to use them. You may know them. Joe Rogan. Have you heard of him? Jeff Ross. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're famous. They're my friends. No big deal. I'm next, I hope. Anyway, can you guys send me money? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Everything's fine. Haven't paid my rent yet. Everything's cool. But these are very cool. Joe Rogan used them. If you guys are wondering, it smells like oak wood and golden retriever dick. Yep, that'll be Joe Rogan. I also was sent, these are fake because the real ones are illegal. I was sent these fake, they're plastic. Those are cool, right? Plastic. That's a plastic sound effect. And John Kroll, who came to my show in Cincinnati. Thank you guys who came out. He drove 4 hours. That's what I'm talking about, all right? Insannies. Snort some fucking Adderall and get your ass to my show. On road trips, I always give myself that free lapse. I get to snort Adderall in Taco Bell bathrooms. So if you ever want me to do a gig near you and it's 8 hours away, I will snort some Adderall and get there. But come see me. He gave me this. It's a unbreakable baseball bat. It's a Brooklyn Crusher. That's really fucking fun. And also he got me this axe. Sorry, I'm just drowning in weapons. This axe that's plastic. I don't really know what it's for and what it would do. It would kind of just annoy your opponent. Your predator would just get really annoyed. You just tap them and they go, ow. And then they'd murder you. But thank you for that. It was an attempt. Now what I'm missing is ninja stars, a bow and arrow. A real sword, because this one's just not cutting it anymore. And obviously this one has ED. This one has erectile dysfunction. So I'd like a real fucking sword. You can send me fake stuff too. I'm happy with all of it. I can't remember any other weapons, but a slitch blade. That's a pussy blade. It's a blade shaped as a pussy, a slit blade. No, a switchblade would be fun. Also, if you want to send me a fake comb one, I like those ones are fun. I feel like that's on brand. Now, anyway, enough about you sending me things. Also, I bought myself flowers today, guys. I'm trying to take care of myself. If you want to send me plants, I'm trying to learn how to water plants. So if you want to send me any sort of plants, that's cool. I don't mean weed ones. I don't give a fuck about weed. Anyway, all right. We have come to the end of No Nut till Netflix. It was really an 8-week plan, and it turns out it takes longer than 8 weeks to get a Netflix special. So we finished it last Saturday, and I'll tell you, Friday night at midnight, I was inside myself. Not beside myself, inside myself. Couldn't wait. I harnessed all my chi. I was horny as fucking shit. And so I went on this weekend of ayahuasca, and the woman that I sat next to, this beautiful woman, Rosa, told me that I should, instead of doing no nut, I should do intentional orgasm, which is when I just want you guys to know, Anthony's texting. He's texting. I'm talking about my fucking comeback to coming, my cum back, and he doesn't give a fucking shit. I mean, can I just tell you, this is good. He's not sexualizing me. He's not sexualizing me. Anthony is not here to fuck, okay? He doesn't give a shit about my pussy. And that is honestly rare. It's rare. A lot of people care about my puss. Anyway. He was making sure it was recording. That's actually not true. You don't text yourself to see if something's recording. You're a fucking liar.
I was literally looking up the camera.
You were looking up the camera?
To look up what it does when it's recording.
You don't know if the camera's recording. Where's the mic? Use the mic.
What mic?
You have to have a mic, yeah. Anthony, it's like you don't know how to do anything. Anthony is just looking up how to use the camera he's been using this entire fucking time. You know what happened to me the other night? I couldn't figure out where the emergency brake is on my rental car. I got in a car accident a couple weeks ago and I didn't want to talk about it because I was still in the process of the settlement and everything. I'm not at fault. But my car's in the shop and the rental car place gave me a Dodge Challenger. I have all these fucking weapons and a Dodge Challenger. Like, I look fucking ridiculous. I look like I'm straight from New Jersey, which I'm very close to being from New Jersey. But it's hilarious. I've been driving around, but I didn't know where the emergency brake was. So I sat outside the Comedy Store at like 3 a.m, almost passing out because I stayed up too late, trying to find it out. And then there was this dude whose car had broken down. He was trying to get me to give him a jump, and he kept going, "Hey Ma, you got a boyfriend? You got jumper cables?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "You got a boyfriend? I'm not gonna bite you." I'm like, "You're hitting on me. It's 3 a.m. I'm about to pass out. I'm pretty much Cosby ready for you. I Cosby'd myself for you." I'm like, and then I can't leave. I literally can't leave him. He's like, "You got a boyfriend?" I just lied. I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You cheat on him?" I mean, I really did like him. He was great. He made me laugh. But I didn't have jumper cables. I mean, who fucking knows if I have jumper cables? How do I even open the fucking trunk in this car? I didn't know how to get the goddamn emergency brake off. But anyway, having fun. I have it in sport mode. I'm fucking like going crazy. It's epic. Epic, epic. So, Anthony, did you dress up for Halloween?
I didn't. Anticlimactic, I know.
I didn't either.
I was going to be Post Malone because everyone says I look like Post Malone.
Oh, you kind of do. Like, you don't shower?
Yeah, I don't shower. I shower like once every few days, you know.
No, you know what? Do you have good body odor? You do, right? You don't smell often, right?
I don't think so.
I think it's a Mexican thing.
Body odor?
I think not having body odor is Mexican.
Oh, no.
You don't think so?
Oh, they smell.
I guess I'm just saying because Craig Conant never smells bad.
He's like half, and I'm half.
But
too.
you're half. I think there's something about the mixing of the.
There might be, yeah.
Like you're half beans and rice and half like.
No, my dad was like head of a painting company a long time ago.
That's so Mexican.
I know.
Oh my God, that's the most Mexican shit I've ever heard.
I know, and I worked for him for a little bit because I needed.
Did he hire you at Home Depot or?
Yeah, he picked me up from the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Keep it in the."
He was
Home
like,
Depot.
"Son, go to work," and then he picked me up an hour later, and he's like, "I was just kidding. You're coming to work with me." No, he stunk pretty bad a lot.
Your daddy did?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Wow.
cigarettes and Bud Light mainly.
Not Tecates?
Not Tecates.
Tecates.
Believe it or not, I actually don't have that Mexican thing, the tongue thing.
Oh, the tongue, the R, rolling the
Can't
R's?
do it.
I can't either.
I can't speak Spanish either, but
You can't?
No.
Maybe you should speak Castilian Spanish when you learn it with the lisp.
I don't even know what that is.
Eficio diez. That's like Spain. España. My dad learned that type of Spanish. I learned Mexican Spanish. I learned kitchen Spanish. Chúpame la verga, no tengo panocha, solamente la verga, chúpame la chile, chúpame
I don't know what you're saying.
el chile. It's suck my dick. I don't have a pussy. I only have a dick. That's all I know. No tango panocha.
I'm not surprised.
I don't have a pussy. I don't have a pussy. And then I show them my side pipe. I always go, mira, mira. That's a thick dick. That bitch is thick dicked. Now, okay, so intentional orgasm. Anthony, wake up. Pay attention to my pussy for 1 fucking second.
Sorry.
Eventually he's going to want me to pay him money. This is getting so annoying. All right, so you're supposed to, when you masturbate, and you can look this up online. I've been watching YouTube videos. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. When you masturbate or when you fuck, you set an intention. Okay. So for me, I was thinking about like the house I want, the car I want, Netflix special. I was just thinking about all these things I wanted, right? So you set in your mind what you want. And while you're fucking, you imagine what it feels to have it, right? So I was waking up in my house with his French doors. I keep imagining it in my meditations. So I'm like, I'm definitely getting this fucking house. It doesn't exist. I created it in my head. There's no way it's not my house. So it's these French doors, this like beautiful, like sunlit room, these French doors. There's a bookshelf. I don't know why there's a bookshelf. Like what books are on it? What books are on it? Like fake books. They're books to like look cool. Yeah. It's like, it's all like picture books. It's just the Giving Tree. It's like the last book I read, the fucking tree got all the limbs taken off. Do you know what I mean?
Unfinished coloring books.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know why. Maybe I write books and they're up there. I'm a narcissist. So that's the only way there'd be a book I read is if I write it. So books up there, self-help maybe, but I listen to audiobooks constantly, self-help audiobooks. But anyway, so there's a bookshelf. And so I'll wake up a lot of my meditations. I'm getting fucking fucked up against that bookshelf. Okay. Shit is rattling. I'm getting fucking rammed. But since no nut, I was not thinking about sex. So I was just peacefully waking up. I have like a book next to the bed. I mean, this is where I don't think it might not be my house because I'm reading. Maybe, who knows? New me. Ayahuasca changed me. So there's books next to my bed. It's like night. It's just like a soft, beautiful, wonderful bed, well-lit room. I open the French doors. I go out. This is me masturbating, by the way. The whole time I'm like, All right. So then I go out. There's a pool, an infinity pool looking off into the fucking hills. Okay. Then you just see the fires burning. It's like my house is already burnt down, currently burning down. To figure out where to have it that's not near fires. But anyway, so then there's like, sometimes I imagine it at night and there's like a picnic table where I'm like, I have like lights strung up and stuff. And I have like people over that I'm entertaining. Like either it's my family or like famous people like Sacha Baron Cohen and his wife, like people that I've met that I would never invite to my 1-bedroom apartment I've worked with and stuff. But like now all of a sudden I have this like sick place for them to come hang out. And like, Reese Witherspoon, I never met her, but she'll be my friend. So anyway, sometimes I imagine my kids playing in the field, but not. I mean, you don't really want to imagine kids when you're masturbating, or you do. And that's your thing. That sucks. It's a bummer, but maybe it's your thing. And we're all God's creatures, so I love you anyway, but you don't touch them. Anyway, little child molestation rant. Okay, going on. And then also there's this is boring for you guys, isn't it? But I'm masturbating while this is happening. So remember, there's the umbrella of me. I'm masturbating as I'm thinking this. I'm writing my book in a well-lit office. Anyway, whatever. So then when you come, you're supposed to yell out what you want. Okay. So my neighbors heard me scream, Netflix. I swear to God, Netflix, Tesla, good set. One time I masturbated just to have a good set. I was like, my whole thing is just going to be imagining having a good set. And I have a fucking great set. It was Saturday night at the Comedy Store. I did new jokes, fucking did great. Everyone came up to me and told me nice things afterwards, which is always fun. By the way, if you see me, just tell me I did good. It goes a long way. It shouldn't, but it does. So anyway, so then you come in that. But also on top of a pile of money. So I actually have my money here. This is all my money, all my cash. And, you just sprinkle it. You sprinkle it on your bed. Okay. I'm going to fucking finger myself on this floor. Anyway. Oh, by the way, before you do all this, you need to set the scene. You need to like get massage oil. You need to like take a bath. Maybe you have to like get yourself horny and you have to like set up the room. So I'm like lighting incense. I got candles all around. Like my shit is fucking good. All right. I'm like I'm like foreplaying with myself in the mirror. I'm having fun. This is too much. My fucking hello, sister-in-law. I love you. But you know all my shit, Dana. I love you. But fucking, I got one of those suction cup ones. You fucking put it on the mirror. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm watching. It's just it's very good. So I'm feeling really good. My new intention is I want $10,000 this week. And I know that sounds crazy to you guys, but I do have a job in which that can happen. Because I want to go on this another ayahuasca retreat, and it's in Brazil. And it'll cost me $4,000. So I need $10,000 to feel safe about getting that. So that's my intention. Maybe I'll start a Patreon. You guys can send me $10,000. Anyway. All right. So that's what I've been doing. Ayahuasca trip. Oh, by the way, everyone's like, well, whatever. All right. We'll talk about that later when we get to the questions. So I went to, I had a really, really amazing past 2 weeks. So much fun. On October 15th, 16th, 17th, I did Go Bananas in Cincinnati, and I brought some stuff to record. I wish I had recorded with these guys because this whole club, it's like a little bit run down, like they're doing construction and stuff. So it's not like the best club as far as like, wow, like look at that. There's a wall and a ceiling. Like it's not one of those like our walls are finished or our ceiling is not about to fall. It's not one of those clubs, but it is the best club in the sense that for some reason, everyone there is a comedian. So everyone that works there is a comedian, and the management just kind of lets them fuck around, have fun. It's just like the most fun I've ever had. So many hilarious comics. I'll actually tag some of them maybe at the bottom they're just so funny. I just had the best time. We did karaoke night. I can't remember what it was called. We had a name for it. But anyway, so the guy that was running sound, like 7 of us would hang out afterwards when everyone would leave, and we would do karaoke, but people would be singing, and then the sound guy would add sound effects. So like someone would be singing and like pigs would start squealing and then there'd be gunshots, and then someone would come on and do like voiceover like they were doing a pig auction. They were killing all the pigs, and it just was so funny, and they were booing people when they were up there. It was just like the funniest thing I've ever done. I had such a good time. They lit me with whipped cream whippets. That was great. They had a real sword. So they told me that they used to do that for Doug Stanhope when it was his 5 minutes and his time was up. That's what being lit means. And you just have 5 minutes left. They'll put a light on in the back of the room to let you know you're almost done, to wrap it up. So instead they would come up and hand me a can of whipped cream, and I would do a whippet. It was really fun. And so I had a great time there. Thank you to everyone that came out. And thank you to the Go Bananas people. I fucking love you. Epic, epic weekend. I had the best time. Then I there were a lot of mushrooms involved in that one too. Which, by the way, mushrooms I always think are this recreational drug. Do you do mushrooms?
I've done it 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah.
Not
Last
enough.
time wasn't good.
Oh, what happened?
First 3 times.
What happened?
I don't know if they were good or bad mushrooms, but
I don't think it's a real thing.
I didn't think so either, but I did them by myself, and I just got sick.
Oh, you got stomach problems?
Yeah, and then I just wanted it to be over, and it wouldn't be over because it's mushrooms.
What did you feel like other than the sickness, like emotionally?
Bad.
Was it pointing out dark things to you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it does that, but that's not necessarily. Sometimes it's stuff you got to look at. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it was my ex.
What was it saying?
I was by myself when I did it, and then I was just thinking about like my ex, and I was like, and then my brother that passed away, and I was just like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
But like the 3 times before that, it was great.
Yeah,
it was
is a weird
best time. It was some of the best times I've ever had.
Do you remember how many you did for the bad trip?
It was a little bit. It was like maybe 1.5 grams.
Yeah, sometimes it's like you don't do enough. Like you almost need to go like straight into the pain. Like you almost need to like feel through the pain.
Sick.
And you just had like the dull feeling of pain.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always forget it's not a recreational drug. Like I know you can take a little bit. Like Kyle and I went to the Renaissance Fair. We did the right amount, and we did the right amount the first time I did them with him at his house and stuff. Maybe a little too much because I wanted to cry about Brody, but I didn't know Kyle that well. So I was like, I didn't want to like cry in front of him yet. And oh boy. Now 6 months into this friendship, Kyle would probably like to see me with a dry face. And now no nuts over. So he's just like, dry your face and pussy, bitch. Get out of my house. But, and then, yeah, but so we did, I don't remember how many we did over the weekend, but, I would do them. We're having fun at the club. Then I would go back to my, like, no offense, Go Bananas, but you put me up in one of the shittiest hotels I've ever seen in my fucking life, and still grateful. Thank you. Blessed. But what a garbage place. And so I go back to the hotel, and it's already kind of depressing because you feel bad for the people working there. They're like the one woman's like wig wasn't on straight. You're just like, oh God, your wig's not on straight.
Was
like,
it a travel lodge?
It wasn't a chain. It was just like and you just know they're not getting paid well. And there was like a problem when I first got there, and I was, up until doing ayahuasca, I was having a lot of issues with like controlling my temper in public. Mm-hmm. Like I've been really good about that, where it's just like, it's everyone's just having their day. It's like you can't unleash your day on.
Well, the first day we met, you beat up that old white lady in front of your apartment.
Oh my God,
I beat her to death almost
with a bat. I didn't even have the bat yet. I just knew. Listen, I know I come off violent. No, but I used to get really mad, Anthony. Like I used to get like so angry in public, and I just, I got over myself a little bit that way. And it's just like so uncool. You watch people do it. Like I try to, like, usually it's not me taking it out on someone else, but it's me getting like upset. And like, it doesn't matter. I learned, through relationships and stuff, that even when you're mad at yourself, it does feel abusive to the person with you. Like I had this like, oh, he was such a pussy, this one boyfriend. But I would like be so pissed at myself when I couldn't find my keys or something. I just used to like, I had some fucking issues, but I got through them. I was so mad when I couldn't find my keys. I'd be like, fuck, where are my fucking keys? And he would be like, oh, don't yell at me. I'm like, I'm not fucking yelling at you. I'm yelling at me. But just like being in the room was like enough to feel abusive to him, And so I just try to not sprinkle my shit, splatter my shit onto others, You don't want to give people emotional pink eye. You know what I mean? Wash the shit off your own hands. Now, so I got into a couple altercations where like, so the woman, something was fucked up with my room, and I was just like, I was just mad. I wasn't mad at her, but I was just like fucking annoyed. Like, fix my fucking room. And of course they're going to fix it. Like, everything always works out. And if they didn't fix it, they'd send me to another hotel. Like, there's never really a real problem. There's always a way to fix it, right? Mm-hmm. And then I thought the IRS was garnishing my wages, and I was like so nervous about that. And I was getting all pissed about that and upset about that. And then I called them, and they aren't. Someone just fucked up a check. They just fucked up they gave me the wrong amount on a check. I mean, it's just like all these things are just, you just like, if you just look at them and don't freak out and just face them, even if it is like the worst case scenario, you just get through them. But anyway, you guys know that, I'm sure, I hope. But anyway, so then another thing that happened to me. So then I went and I surprised my nieces. Oh wait, mushrooms. So I would do the mushrooms with them, and it's like fun. We're hanging out, everything's cool. Then I go back to this like dreadful place, this hotel by myself. And I'm like, fuck, like I just like, this is like a medicine that I'm not using right. Like, oh God, like I started being like, my parents are going to die. I'm like, God, I'm all alone. I'm so lonely, like crying, just like so sad. Like, fuck, I'm alone. Everyone has a family, like blah, 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 blah. Just like being insane. And I did it 2 nights in a row, like immediately waking up and calling my parents, like, I love you. Don't die, which they're gonna. But anyway, so then I went to Boston and surprised my nieces. And wow, was that fun. I hid in the back of the van. I posted on my Instagram, watch the video. It's so cute. They were so excited. They were screaming. My niece, like, she went, ah! And then like her little feet were going. Like she was like stomping, like she couldn't believe it. And my brother was like, that's her Disney face. They like took all the kids they were taking them to Disney, but they didn't want to tell them because they didn't want them to get too excited. So they brought them to the airport, like packed their bags and stuff. And then they told them at the airport. And there's like a picture of my niece like screaming like that. And he's like, that was her Disney face. So
that's cute.
pretty sweet. So I saw my girls and they were so cute, and I went to their dance class with them and stuff, and they're just I just love them so much. And then we went to my sister-in-law was like incredible. She's my best friend. I absolutely love her. So we just had a good time. And then we went to the second day I was there, my phone died. My phone just stopped working. And I went to the Apple store and they didn't fix it, but they said they fixed it. And then I left and then I had to go back and I ended up missing a day with my nieces and I only had 3 days with them. So I was like losing my shit. And I tried so hard, but I started crying in the Apple store because I was just like, I want to see my nieces so bad and I can't see them. And I lost my shit crying in fucking public. But I was also, just a little cherry on top, wearing an Annie Letterman shirt. I was wearing a hoodie with Funyuns and it says Annie Letterman on it. I was weeping in public in my own merch. So, you know. Oh my God. It was just so fucking funny. And then honestly, I think this might have had to do with not fucking masturbating for so long. Like it started to make me like mad, you know? And I ended up getting the phone for $150, even though my warranty was up 12 days before. Do you know how fucking annoying that is? So I would have been free. But whatever, we worked it out. It was fine. The guy was nice. Could have given it to me for free, but he was nice. I did at one point go, I have a following. I'm going to tweet about you. I'm a public figure, bitch. Anyway, so then I saw my nieces. That's like always feels like heaven. And then I went to, another time I fucking got mad at the guy at Subway. Anyway, you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine.
Did he charge you extra for guac?
He did. He charged me $17 for a salad. I was like, he owns the fucking place. So I'm like, you're going to fucking rip me off like that. And you know what? Honestly, I was wearing my leopard print jacket. Here, let me get it. Hold on. I was wearing my leopard print jacket and I honestly think he judged me and thought I was rich. I said it. I went, do you think I'm fucking rich because of my jacket? And I know it's Forever 21. And I know like half of you realize that this makes me actually look poor. But I really feel like in the suburbs of Boston, this guy, he's just an Indian guy that owns he doesn't know. He just owns a Subway. He's never been on the actual Subway. He doesn't know that there are people singing out of a fake trumpet wearing the same jacket with a fucking, paper bag that they think is a hat on the ground for money. He doesn't know that, okay? He doesn't know that many prostitutes have worn this very outfit, okay? He probably thinks, he goes, wow, she comes from money. $17 fucking dollars. And what pissed me off is he kept choosing like how many scoops would go on. He goes, this looks like enough. And then he goes, and then he's like calculating. He goes, that looks about 3 scoops, this and that. I'm going, motherfucker, a $17 salad at Subway? I was like, you need to get over yourself.
Was Subway the only option?
To eat?
Yeah.
Well, my sister-in-law, here was the awkward part. They go there all the time after dance. And it was all their cousins were there. Like, I was just trying to make sure the kids didn't see me freaking out because that's fucking... But they were busy playing. But my sister-in-law was like, this is weird. I come here a lot. And I was like... And she's like, I mean, he shouldn't have charged you that much. But it's like, you just never freak out. There's no reason to ever freak out. Just relax and whatever. But whatever. I had a lot of girl semen in me. I was about to erupt. And then I lunged over and I fucked him in front of all the kids. No. I've yet to fuck an Indian. But anyway, so I've yet to fuck a business owner. Anyway, let's get back. So, all right. So then I fly to Ohio or to Chicago and I meet up with my shaman. I know I sound like a white woman that lives in LA when I say my shaman, but I have a shaman. I met him in the audience at the Comedy Store. He found me. He came to me. Ayahuasca and this man came to me. He was beautiful and amazing in the audience. I high-fived him. I've talked about this on other podcasts, him and his apprentice. And they're just like the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life. And I was drawn to them immediately. And then it turned out, we figured out what they do and they had to drop out that weekend. And that was 6 months ago. I went and it really is, it's the most amazing and beautiful thing I've ever done in my life. So I was so excited to do it again. And I met up with them. I did a breathwork class with them. which I love doing. Breathwork's amazing. If you guys find it in your areas, you should do it. It's very helpful getting like shit out of you that's like very subconscious. Anyway, am I a comedian? Who knows? What am I? Are we laughing? Who cares? So meet up with my shaman and his apprentice, and then we drive to this like beautiful house in the suburbs of Michigan, and we do ayahuasca that night. We drink, it comes in a cup, and there's a lot of like blessings and stuff that they do. The first time I did this, I was like, this is fucking cultural appropriation, some bullshit, some like weird, like, what is this like hippie shit? But once you do it and you realize like you do want to follow all the traditions and stuff, and you want to give respect to this medicine because it's fucking insane. I believe in, it's like magic. I believe in magic now. It's so amazing. And it gives you whatever you want. I was nervous going into it because someone had said on my live stream or something like, wow, the first time you do it's beautiful and the second time it's not as good or whatever. And I let that get in my head. But I realized like if you go in without expectations, you can't really fail, right? Because this medicine will give you what you need. It will, if you trust it, it will come to you. I know I sound like a weirdo, but I swear to God, it's like unbelievable. I mean, last time I puked up a bird, it flew out of my mouth, and I'm pretty sure it was Brody. And like, I used to get these like PTSD twitches, and now I'm pretty sure that's like birds inside of me that need to come out. It's weird. But anyway, so I got there. I drank the first night. I drank 3 cups. They give you 1 cup, then you're offered another cup and another cup. And then you purge. Everyone always talks about shitting and vomiting. You bring a bucket, by the way, you bring your own bucket. BYOB. Bring your own bucket. And BYO bucket. And yeah, you know, you want to time it. You want to make sure you want to shit on top of your vomit. You don't want to vomit on top of your shit, you know. I'm just kidding. You don't shit in the bucket. But you are able to like go to the bathroom and stuff if you have to go to the bathroom. But so when you purge, it doesn't feel like, you know, it's not like an upset, bad throwing up. It's like you're getting this darkness out of you. It's really unbelievable. So I purged a bunch, but I thought a lot about my mother, and my first ayahuasca trip was all about my dad and my fear of him dying, and I let him go, and I had a moment where I was like eulogizing him, and my hand got all heavy, and then his hand was inside my hand, and then his body was inside my body. This is like the only time someone can say their dad was inside them, and it's healthy and good and not in a he fucked me way. But anyway, so yeah, and then I realized like my dad will always be with me. So it like helped me because he is me. We are each other. So I don't know. I just really kind of got that. So then I started thinking about my mom and my issues with her. And I realized like I could see everything from her side, how hard it was. My grandmother died when my mom was pregnant with me and my brother, my twin brother. And she already had my older brother who was 2.5. And she was just like very overwhelmed. She only wanted 2 kids. She ended up with 3. Her mom died while she was pregnant when she really needed her. And my mom's adopted. So she was just dealing with that sort of abandonment that I think that's like, that's just a deep wound for people. Anyway, I just kind of like understood my mother and just saw her as like this cute little girl trying to get attention and stuff. So I really like understand her and forgive her even more than I've already worked to. I felt myself in the womb with my brother. I was in the womb with Max. I could feel squished up against him. I could hear my mom's heartbeat and the sound of the amniotic fluid and stuff. And it was just like really beautiful. And it made me realize like, it's just very, very, it's inherently lonely to be a twin. It just is very lonely to be a twin because my entire existence has been next to a person, and I just had to get real with it. It's just real. I just am lonely, and it doesn't mean I'm alone. I just have like a loneliness in me, and you know, but I'll eventually meet someone and be fine. But anyway, so this is boring for you guys. Sorry. Sometimes, yeah, get real. So then swishing around with my brother. Thank God I didn't go through the birth. I do not want to see my mom's pussy again. It's like, seen it, been there, done it. Put it away, bitch. Wash it too. Sometimes you're like, Mom, your pussy smells. Okay, anyway. Why did you lick your lips when I said that?
I just went like that.
Ew. He just licked his lips when I said my mom's pussy smells. Somebody you're at Thanksgiving and you're like, Mom, we're not serving fish. Wash your puss. Anyway, Anthony has not laughed at one thing I've said this entire time, nor has he looked interested or even happy to be here. It's quite amazing that Anthony's such a prick.
It's just my face.
It's your face? No, you have a friendly face until I start talking. Okay. So anyway, all right. So that was my first lesson. Then I was thinking about this guy that I had been hooking up with, and then we were just friends, and I kind of was having this trouble like letting go of the idea that we might eventually get together. Even though I knew it wasn't a good idea and I knew we were just friends, it's just, there was this little part of me that when he'd go on dates and stuff, I would get really like jealous and possessive, and not ever like outwardly, but just feel it on the inside. And so I just, in this trip, I imagined myself as a tree, and I went down this branch where I allowed myself to like marry him and be with him, and he started to shrivel up and get old really fast, and the tree branch was like shriveling up and getting really dark, like all the light was leaving the scene, it was turning black and white. And then we had a kid together, and the kid was retarded, like it was like not like special needs, like in a wheelchair, like it was like crumpled up, it was like a living thing, like a crumpled up, like arms coming everywhere, like not a life that you want to live, but just there, alive. And we were around the crib, our entire lives were us standing around this crib, like, oh, like we love this thing, but fuck, we fucked up, we weren't supposed to have a kid together. And then we shriveled up and died, and it was a short branch, and there were no other branches coming off of it, there were no leaves coming off of it. It was like a frightening sight, but it was what I needed to be like, oh yeah, this is not my person that way, this is my friend. That's it. So that was like really good. I really needed that. And I've talked to him since, and it's been so cool. And our friendship is just like, it's better now. But so that was fucking hilarious. I was like, I don't want to have fucking, I do jokes about it. I'm like so scared of having a special need, because I worked with kids with special needs. So I mean, God would be an idiot. He would be wasting his time not giving me special needs kids. I know how to use the wheelchairs. Like I know how to do it. And I would be a great mom to a special needs kid, but I don't want to be driving them to their work as greeters at Walmart until I'm 97. I just want healthy, strong, athletic kids that can fucking fuck some shit up. Tall, strong. That's what I want. Hot, gorgeous. But anyway, I have a beautiful man that says he'll jizz in me in 5 years. He has a note on his calendar if I don't have kids. So anyway, all right.
Is it George Clooney?
It's not George Clooney. He's way too old. His slow sperm, it would definitely give me an autistic kid or something. But anyway, not that there's anything wrong with special needs kids. I fucking love them. I'm aiming for not that. All right. So then another thing I thought of was I was thinking of the cycle of life. This was like mixed in with my other trip the next day. The cycle of life is like, you know, like we're born, we're vibrant, we're colorful. We grow into these like adults, right? And so now these like middle ages before we're like really deteriorating and really like not having our shit together anymore and really like fading away is our time to have the most fun we possibly can. Anthony's checking his text. Have the most fun we can possibly have. Learn the most we can, go through as much like adversity, overcome things, learn lessons, grow as people, learn our place in the world and what we can do, make our art, put our stuff out there. Like this is our time to be as vibrant and learn as much as we can and put out as much as we can. But I'm distracted because Anthony's taking pictures. Hi. Everything's chill. Anthony, stop, Anthony. Anyway, I just pull my tits out. Wait, do one more of my boobs out. Can you blur my boob? Can you blur my boob?
Yeah. In the picture or in here?
Both.
In here it might be an issue.
Really? I know how to do it.
You should do it.
What? Wait, can I just be noted that not only did Anthony get bored when I was talking about my pussy earlier, he's telling me to not pull my tit out. He's going, I don't think so. He's literally holding puke in. You know when you hold puke in and sometimes it squirts out your fucking, he's about to squirtle like a fucking lawn watering system. Anthony, I'm going to make you look at my tit. You can edit it out.
Pull your tit up then.
Here, do the picture like this. Does this look like webcam girl?
Hold on.
I didn't pluck my nipple hairs. Leave me alone. He's laughing really hard. He's never seen a smaller tit in his life.
I have actually.
What, on your own body? High five. Anthony's thick. All right. So back to ayahuasca. Put that titty away, bitch. Once Joe Rogan was like, Rogan was like flexing his pecs, and I was trying to flex my pecs too, but I was just like holding. I wasn't like doing it any sexual. He goes, put your tits away, bitch. It was so funny. It's like, Rogan has never hit on me. I just want everyone to know that. He is a married man. He's a good boy. Anyway, I can't say the same for a lot of these other guys. They dogs, but they my friends. Anyway, so, are you going to jerk off to that?
It's already uploaded to the Fappening.
The Fappening. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting it on there.
I should have had my sunglasses on. Do it again. What is this shirt for if not to pull your tit out? This is literally a pull one tit out shirt. All right. So then I was thinking about the cycle of life, okay? So it's our job in these middle ages to do the best we can, right? From like when you're a kid till you're a fucking elderly person. Do the best, become your best, learn, grow, exercise, create art, send your shit out, find your purpose, do your thing, leave a good impact on the world. Then it's your job to usher your parents off to usher them on, to help those fuckers die. And if you have that relationship with them. But then I was thinking, why is it so hard? My friend Dustin just died. He died from complications of diabetes, okay? He was like a precious, wonderful man. He had a beautiful son that looked just like him, little mini me. And then my friend, obviously Brody Stevens, passed away. And I'm like, why is it so hard when the goal of life is to die, right? That's the whole point of being here, is to live and then to die. Why is it so sad when someone dies like that? And it's because there's a fading of the light when someone's older. And when someone just dies like that, their light was bright and then they're gone. And it's like recalibrating when someone turns the light off and you're just like, whoa, you can't see anything, like abruptly, or they turn it on. You're like, wow, it's like that same thing. So I was just thinking about that. And then I was thinking about Dustin's son, and I was thinking about how it's all about celebrating his son now, you know, and I just imagined a drum circle around this little boy and how we have to raise him to be a king, you know, and how all kids are born kings and queens, and it's about how we celebrate them and how we raise them if they can rise up and become that. And then I was thinking about my niece, and she was how funny and cute and amazing she is, and we were just surrounding her with the drum circle, and she was dancing and making jokes, and like she kept going like, she does this thing where she goes like she just knows she's funny. She's just so cute. And we were just rising her up, and this light was like bringing her up, and it was just really beautiful. And then she was like in a spotlight and dancing, and she was like, come on, auntie, aren't you going to have one of us? And I was like, maybe not with that fucking guy. I'm not going to have a folded up kid. I don't want to fucking crumpled up letter. It's like a little I owe you from God. Like, I owe you. I'm so sorry. Here's a little crumpled up piece of paper. That's a person that's alive. But I also was thinking about how everyone is like, you know, it's like all a blessing that we're here, like everyone. So, you know, my teacher that assaulted me, he is just as much a blessing on this earth as I am. He is fucked up and does fucked up shit and takes advantage. But, I send him love and light and hope that he gets better and doesn't cause more harm and stuff like that. And, and it helps me to forgive him because I don't have to walk around with this fucking white dreaded guy behind me all the time. You know, I'm brushing my teeth. There's just a fucking guy with dreadlocks in the mirror. I'm walking down the street. He's just in the reflection behind me. Like, I need some fucking space. I forgive you. Love and light, motherfucker. Love and light. Bop, bop, bop. So I was just thinking about that. And then I was thinking about other female comedians and how like there's this rise. Like there's some girls that are just so funny right now at the Comedy Store. They're so hilarious. And some of them I've had some falling outs with. I mean, one of them in particular, but she's fucking absolutely hilarious. It's cute. If she's mad at me, it's cute. I don't know what's up, but we used to be friends, and I wish her well. And I like rising up with her, even if we're not doing it together. We are like, just by being at this club together and being this generation of comic, and just the Laura Bites and everyone, it's just such a good crew and of hilarious women. And I was imagining us all as like the Powerpuff Girls, and how it's like not competitive, it's not a competition, because sometimes people do pit you against each other. And I do feel that feeling of threat sometimes, you know, when more women come around, you're like, oh no, am I going to lose my spot or something like that? But it's not about that. We're Powerpuff Girls. We all come up together like rainbows and fucking unicorns, baby. Like, here we are to shine, you know? And so that was really cool. And then I had the intention, I went in and I set the intention for one of the trips to be, what do I need to do in my career to kind of like rise things up to another level? And it was really painful, but I just realized how out of control I've been and how messy I've been in my life. And pretty much Mother Ayahuasca, this bitch comes to you guys. Mother Ayahuasca, I know I sound like a fucking psycho, but she comes to you. And she came to me and she was like, you got to clean up your house, clean up your shit, like buy yourself flowers, create a nice space for yourself, be ready to receive all the things that are coming, because good things are coming, you know? And so I've just like cleaned the shit out of my apartment. Anthony, how clean does my apartment look?
It's amazing. It's like a real Mexican came in here and cleaned.
A Mexican came and cleaned, but it was me. I channeled my inner Mexican, and I've just been like, it smells good. I bought myself flowers. You know, I'm just like getting my shit together and creating a good space. And I realized what it was I wasn't taught respect for myself or for other people. And so that's good in a way. You know, my family, we were just animals. I mean, I was just like the Jungle Book kid. I just had no guidance in a lot of areas. And so just watching my nieces the week before, and, you know, just like simple things like, all right, flush the toilet, put the seat down, wash your hands, dry your hands, turn off the light, close the door. Like, I just never, I mean, I think I was just the person, like the kid running around with shit on my hands, giving everyone pink eye. Like, I was just like, just no control, no discipline. And I realized like that before, when I thought discipline was kind of like bad and like fuck authority figures and blah, 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 like anti-authority, like it's not, it's teaching you respect for yourself to teach you to do those things. So it's just like, I mean, I wash my hands and stuff, but I mean, it's just like learning to turn off the lights, like doing all that stuff. It's for me. And I've been, you know, I procrastinate and stuff. And I realized that procrastinating, I'm just not showing up. I'm showing up late for myself. I'm cutting class, but I'm the school. There's no, ayahuasca just eliminated that imaginary middleman that was like the person that was like, you have to do this, you have to do that. And it's like, no, I want to do this. This is for me. I've been getting so much work done. I wrote like 7 pages of this pilot that I want to write that I've had in my head for years. And it just finally makes sense. And I feel so clear about it. And, yeah, it feels really good. And I think the lack of respect that I grew up with was good in a lot of ways. I don't want to knock it. You know, it made me like barrel into rooms crazy and inappropriate. And that's what made me funny. But now it doesn't serve me anymore. Now I know how to be funny, and I don't have to like disrupt everyone's life while doing it. Like, I always think of the poor people at the coffee shop. I must be written into so many screenplays. I just bust into coffee shops like, wah! Not that I'm going to stop doing that, but there's probably like annoying blonde girl in every screenplay. But it was really beautiful. It was amazing. My shaman came around while I was tripping to check on me, and I was just like, oh my God, I have such a crush on you. I just feel like I have a crush on all of my friends, my family. Like, I just have a crush on the people that I work with. I feel so blessed, so lucky. And I just realized how much I was getting in my own way and like blocking my own money and blocking my own opportunities. And now I'm ready to fucking receive. I'm masturbating on piles of money. I'm abundant, bitch. And it was just really fucking cool. And then, Bonnie's texting me. Oh, she's here. Shit. Damn. All right. I was going to do questions, but we'll do them after Bonnie. Can we do that after Bonnie's? Mm-hmm. All right. We'll come back with questions. All right. Bye, guys. Remember my tip? See ya. Okay. All right. I'm doing the Q&A for my ayahuasca episode. Taking off my lip glasses. Let's fucking go. All right. Asked, what was the worst or scariest part of the experience and why? The scariest part was probably watching my folded up, crumpled up, disabled child just breathing as a just a crumpled up piece of origami of a human breathing. That was really scary. It was scary when I realized that it was my fault that I don't have things, that I just need to learn to like flush the toilet, wash my hands, close the door, like that. It was just like, close the door, bitch. I've had an open bathroom door policy in all my relationships. These poor people just had to watch me shit. It's like, just get your life together. That was painful to realize how much it was on me. And I felt a lot of guilt. And then I worked through the guilt and I feel better. What of the experience do you hope will stay with you the longest? I think taking care of myself. I want to stay the longest. And the diarrheaing and vomiting. All right, hold on. Keep going. People are saying I've had a glow lately, and I'll tell you, it's the masturbating. It's all the masturbating. No, honestly, people have been saying that about me since I came back from the ayahuasca. The reason I have a glow is because part of the taking care of myself, I've never washed my face. I've washed my face like once a week for my entire life. I went and bought all of these products, and now I'm like doing the things. I'm washing my face. I'm adding serums. I'm doing all the things I was supposed to be doing for years. Because I did hear this, they did this report on the Today Show years ago, and they were saying like what you should do in all of the different age groups, like how you should take care of your face. It was a dermatologist on, and they were like, girls in your 20s, this is the most like important decade of your lives. What you do to your face in your 20s will show up on your face in your 40s. But I was already in my 30s when I saw it. So I was like, I guess we'll just have to wait it out to see if jizz and Jaeger is good for your skin, because that was my face serum. They're moisturizing. They're fine. Anyway, would you rather be rich or lonely? That's not the question I'm looking for. Boop, boop, boo. Sorry. What was the funniest part and why? I think you meant funnest. Or funniest. I mean, the whole thing was like really, honestly, my niece, like I was cracking up just thinking about my niece, how cute she is. She's making me fucking laugh. She's fucking adorable. And being in the womb, that was fun. That was nice. That was comfy. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find these, Anthony. Was this worth it coming back on? We set the cameras back up. It was worth it. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Did you leave your body at the moment and realize that we live in a simulation? You know, I do believe DMT kind of has done that for me, but I do believe that we've like created all this stuff. When I'm on acid, my main goal is to try to make objects move. I'll draw pictures, and then I drew, last time I did it, I drew like all these cubes, and then I was like lifting them up and dropping them. I do think like we've created this, so I like to fuck with the reality of where things are and stuff, the physics of it. How do you get in the right mindset to do something like ayahuasca? You just gotta let go and be like, this bitch is gonna take care of me. Mother ayahuasca will take me, and you just have to trust that she's gonna give you what you want, even if it's painful. Like, it was fucking dark. I cried a lot. I really, really mourned my friends. I really, really like mourned myself. I just realized how much we are fucking gonna die. Like, I just see my mortality now, and you know, it's upsetting sometimes, but it's kind of like not in other ways, because I know I gotta fucking get shit done. I don't have time to waste around. It's like, I'm going to be like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm all dead in my corpse in my fucking grave. Like, do it tomorrow. Did I peak mid-puke? I definitely puked on purpose. I mean, I didn't like purge, but I mean, if you sit up, it starts to like, it feels like my ancestors are like fucking pushing my vomit up. It's really kind of crazy. Where do you guys with ayahuasca? You're just gonna have to find it. My guy came to me in the audience at one of my shows. It's like it'll find you. I don't know what to say. But he's so precious. He's so wonderful. I love him so much. He sent me a message and he said it was love at first sight when he saw me on stage. And he has a husband, so he's not hitting on me. I just love him so much. Do you smoke DMT as well as drink ayahuasca? And if so, what's the biggest dose you've taken? DMT, I've smoked out of the crack pipe. I've blasted off. I've had a lot of really positive experiences. Ayahuasca, I drink as much as they offer. There's always more work to do. There's always deeper to go. I try to purge before the next cup comes because I want to keep it down long enough to like get the effects. I'm curious as to what setting your ayahuasca was. It was in like a really pretty house. There's 22 people there. Everyone had a cot and a mat. I had a blow up mattress that my friend lent me. I was next to this woman. Someone asked me if I got horny too. That's funny. But I was next to this one like babe, all right? And we were connecting on just being like molested. I mean, we were just laughing. And she's just fucking great. I used to be a go-go dancer. She was like a bottle service girl. So we just kind of connected on that like hot girl jobs thing that we both had. And she had all these like face oils she was giving me and stuff, and we were spritzing ourselves. But we were like the moaners. We kept moaning through the whole thing, just like, It was funny. She's the one that taught me about intentional orgasm, and I really do appreciate it. How was Aya? Did it help with addiction? How positive or negative have the trips been? They've been just really incredible. Exactly what I need. I'm fucking so blessed that I got to do them. They just really remind me that my time is limited and that I have a lot I want to do. Did you get naked? No. That's the horny question. I didn't get naked. Did you go on with any intentions, and what were they? My one intention, well, the first one was I wanted to like figure out my loneliness and my attachment to my friend that I had a crush on. And I fucking got him when our baby was shriveled up. And when I was in the womb with my brother, just like, oh, that's why I'm lonely and it's okay. That's all right. I'm not with someone I was with all the time. My fucking brother cheated on me with his goddamn wife. She does kind of look like me, Max. It's gross. I fucking love my brother. I love him so much. I was going to do an episode with him and we just couldn't get it together because he just works late and stuff, but we're going to do another one over Thanksgiving. He's just so precious. He's so cool. I thought about that on my ayahuasca trip too. Like, my brother's so cool. I'm so like proud to be his twin. He's fucking awesome. You should follow him, Max Letterman, on Twitter. He does the Celtics. He does the Twitter for the Celtics for NBC Sports. What are your post-ceremony integration methods? I just go in hard, baby. What I noticed is you can't really like, I always think I'm going to come out with these like epiphanies and like go talk to people about them and like clear the air or tell them about this stuff. But it really is. And my shaman was good about talking about this. It's kind of like you just change the way you are with people rather than having to go and apologize to people that you've done wrong and stuff, which not that that's bad. You can just, for me, it's just like you just change the way you're being and they'll see it, rather than having to make a big to-do about it. Because I called my mom and I was realizing that she like just wants attention. So I called her and I gave her this acknowledgement and attention, and she just went, anyway, it's not a big deal. I got to go. And I just realized hilariously that she can't hear it from me. And that was the lesson I needed to learn, that my mom wants attention, but not from me. So I can't be that person for her. And I realized like in that relationship with my friend that it was a lot of the same thing. Like, he needs attention, but it can't be from me, that I'm a different thing and I can't be everything for everyone. I have to stay in my own lane and fucking handle my own shit and stop trying to like be everything for everyone and heal everyone around me, because they got to do it themselves, bitches. All right. That's enough questions about ayahuasca. You guys, thank you for listening. If you want to do ayahuasca, I hope you can find it, look around. Everyone keeps asking me. I mean, my guy only has so many slots and they seem to be filled. So you guys got to find your own. You just got to figure it out. And I recommend it to everyone. It's really fucking beautiful. And if you're afraid of shitting and vomiting, get over it. It's good. It's cool. It's good shit. I didn't shit my pants. I did have to check a couple times. I was like, oh, is my underwear wet? Nope. But it was so fucking nice. We did San Pedro the last day, which is mescaline, I think. Cactus. It's so beautiful. It was just so fun. We were like walking around. We looked crazy. I was in this jacket, just walking around this fucking neighborhood with cups. Like if we got it would have been insane. Anyway, it was beautiful. I loved it. Thank you, Mother Ayahuasca. Thank you, Insannies. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful that I get to do this stuff. So thank you. Love you. Fuck you. Bye. And remember, subscribe, review, 5-star, like, thumbs up, comment, share. Tell your mom I said what's up. Fuck your mom. Thank you.